Hello, everybody. So this is episode 5 of our May Rodeo Day competition videos, and it's also the last episode in this series. So in this episode, we start off going back to the Ubuntu 1604 32-bit VM, the one that I had originally used in the episode of failures. It turns out I can actually use that for the 32-bit applications much more easily than I can try and run them on a 64-bit one. So that's where it gets started. Now, for those of you who are watching the recording, you can use the bookmarks over here on the left to jump around in the episode and get to the parts you find most interesting. For those of you watching the premiere, hopefully I'm in the comments and able to answer any questions, chat with you, whatever it is you guys are talking about. So in this episode, we finally get SQLite up and running in QEMU, and we run into some weirdness here. It just won't start right. So since we're already on the 32-bit VM, I stop for a minute, I put it to the side, and I start with the other application. I'm going to start with File. We get File set up. It starts fuzzing. It's very slow, but at least we're making some progress. I then go back to SQLite. And eventually we actually get a debugger open. We try a ton of different things to try and figure out why on earth the fork server won't actually start up for AFL with SQLite. We crack out a debugger at the end here. We try and figure out what it's doing when it's actually waiting on everything. We actually patch out some of the code to try and make it work better. But at the end of this episode, I still don't have it working, and I actually still don't have a good answer for why it didn't ever work. As far as I can tell, it's something with how SQLite talks on standard in and out, but I don't actually know why AFL completely fails here. So, in any case, we're going to jump into the past where I'm actually doing work in this recording, and I'll see all of you at the end of this episode. Okay, so we're doing another round of this. This is a really good example of why taking a break can be so useful when doing any sort of bug finding or really any sort of software development at all. I walked away from this. I cooked some dinner, got some stuff done around the house, things like that. And I realized the issue we were having earlier, if I can pull this up real quick. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. We had been trying to fuzz things. And in particular, the issue we ran into was that we were trying to fuzz 32-bit binaries on the 64-bit system and having issues. Well, if you remember back a little ways, I actually built this 32-bit VM and then couldn't fuzz the 64-bit binary. And I realized, this one's probably exactly what I want to be using. Why don't I just start that up and use it? So that's what we're going to do now. I've got this VM already ready built. We're going to get it loaded up real quick. I think we'll have to rebuild the AFL QEMU, and hopefully we can just start that and it will just work for SQLite and File. So my hope here is that this is going to be quite a fast stream. Okay. So we want to do a build i386. So this is back on the Rode0 VM, which is the 32-bit VM that I decided to stop using and build a 64-bit version so I could fuzz the JPEG stuff. I was hoping you could fix these broken scenes. Floating through the puzzles and the endless screens. I've got something for you, and it's cutting deep. Now the music's over. Will you come with me? Tell me you can feel it, though we're oceans apart. I got love for you. I gotta hit that out of memory thing again. Nope, looks good.
that feeling. The stars were our ceiling. Past the edge of town, cause we had nothing else to do. Dreaming in full color, loving like no other. No wasted days when I was wasting them with you. I was wasting them when you were showing me fake love that I couldn't see was true. Left me with these memories. Now I'm missing somebody I knew, and I know it wasn't you. Why'd you have to fool me like that? Caught me into, and tell me that you love me, keep me dancing, and whisper that you want me so bad. Got me thinking that we could last forever. I'll believe you, you're gone. Why'd you have to fool me like that?
Okay. So let's take a look at the SQLite one. That looks good to me. Okay, so we need to do a make dir output. Inputs dash o output. Yep. Really weird. So can we get this one running real quick? So we need to do a share misc magic, right? So trace. Okay. Looks like it works. Fuzz dash I input dash O output dash Q bin file im share misc magic test. Seven execs a second? This is insanely slow.
Hello?
Okay. Let's take a look back over here. Oh no! I forgot to tell it to actually fuzz anything. I'm just getting new stuff. Okay. QU... What is it? QU or AFL path? Dash path? Underscore path.
I still remember how it used to be. Holding hands, running wild and free. Crossed our hearts, said we'd never let go. I still think about our younger days, how we dreamed about a better life. Holding you so close to me, in the backseat of your ride. We fell apart, thought we lost everything, just lost in our memory. And I sure hope you remember me like I remember you.
So I want...
Like I remember you. We drew our names in the pavement, thinking about how we never changed. I still remember how it used to be. I still think about our younger days, how we dreamed about a better life. Holding you so close to me, in the backseat of your ride. We fell apart, thought we lost everything, just lost in our memory. And I sure hope you do remember me like I remember you. Like I remember
Okay.
you. Thought we lost everything, just lost in our memory. And I sure hope you do remember me like I remember you.
Okay, at least sometimes we're getting up into the 50s of fuzz cases. Okay.
I am a poor surgeon with an unsteady hand. This operation didn't go as I planned. Was it easier for you to cut me out?
Okay, let's give this a try now.
Bury my body in the ground and just sleep. like you do. Like you do. Like you do. Like you do. I am a poor surgeon trying to extract the thorns you left inside.
Okay, well, that answers that question. This is definitely faster than what we were getting before.
Bury my body in the ground and just sleep. And just sleep like you do. Like you do. Like you do.
I suspect at least part of the reason this is so slow is because we're opening a second file and parsing it. That we're opening the magic file and parsing it. No, some coverage is better than no coverage. We have this running, we're getting crashes there, we've got this running, we're not getting crashes yet, but hopefully we will be. Okay. Oh, you know what? If we're just letting this run, let's do this properly. Okay.
I wished upon a star last night and thought of you,
Does Google have anything about this?
but it must have been a dream 'cause you're not here. I've never been one to believe in fairy tales or fantasy, but perhaps it's time for a change of mind. I guess there's a first for everything. We fell in love, we had a fun. You always had enough dreams for both of us. I wonder what would come of us if we could trade these ends for beginnings. I'm drinking from an empty cup. The hardest part of young love was growing up. It's not enough to fill me up, 'cause now there's one less star in the city. Now there's one less star in the city. Now there's one less star in the city.
So it's definitely something to do with reading from standard in and standard out. Why is that working? Guess it worked.
We've been sitting at the end of the moon. Should we jump or is it too soon? Jump or is it too soon? Jump or is it too soon? The cosmos look nice, some shallow paradise, but I'll stay here with you. Should we jump or is it too soon? Jump or is it too soon? Look to the stars and do you think they are too far? Look to the stars and do you think they tell us who we are? Should we jump or is it too soon? Should we jump or is it too soon? I've been thinking of my time here and all the times I lied to myself, under the sun, yeah, under the sun. Thinking of my time here and all the times I lied to myself, where did the fun go? I've been sitting in a race and I know that I misbehaved a time or two, but I promise you we will sit right here until these turns are through. Should we jump, should we jump, or is it too soon? Look to the stars and do you think they are too far? Look to the stars and do you think they tell us who we are? Should we jump or is it too soon? Should we jump or is it too soon? I've been thinking of my time here and all the times I lied to myself, under the sun, yeah, under the sun. Thinking of my time here and all the times I lied to myself, where did the fun go? It's cold outside. It's the middle of the night and I pour my scarf down tight. I can feel this snow bite. We watch the starlight. They shine bright as we hold on to this tight. No one leaves cause we might not fight. Another night like this.
So,
Another night like
basically what's happening here,
we might live, we might love, we might know.
I suppose,
Another night like this, another night like this. We might live, we might love, we don't know. But mostly we grow. Mostly we grow.
I have no confirmation of this, but my assumption here is that we're basically hitting,
But mostly we grow.
because we send it from standard in, and for whatever reason, AFL isn't closing it ever, so it never finishes, and we're just sitting here waiting.
I'm searching for some sunshine. Just need one day through the dark skies. I got love for the bright side. I know we're gonna be alright. I know we're gonna be alright.
So what we're doing here is we're using strace to see what the crap is this thing actually doing.
Just make it through another
Looks like it's working. So file is 38. It's file B4. That looks right. I don't get it. I'm glad this is running. So what can I do to speed this up? What can I get this to run at all?
Hey, I don't think you're there, but it's 2 a.m. I'm awoke and scared. I'm alone tonight. Yeah, I'm alone tonight.
Well, I can always do this.
I'm alone tonight. Yeah, I'm alone tonight. I know some days we all cry. We break down, yeah, we lose our minds. Let it go sometimes. Got to let it go sometimes. I know some days we all cry. We break down, yeah, we lose our minds. Let it go sometimes. Got to let it go sometimes.
Does that work?
I know some days we all cry. We break down, yeah, we lose our minds. I know some days we all cry. But let's trust life. Let's just trust life. I know it's fair that we traveled up and down everywhere, but I'm alone tonight. Yeah, I'm alone tonight. You still drive that old Accord that broke down on us and was uninsured. I'm alone tonight. Yeah, I'm alone tonight. I know some days we all cry. We break down, yeah, we lose our minds. Let it go sometimes. Got to let it go sometimes. I know some days we all cry. We break down, yeah, we lose our minds. Let it go sometimes. Got to let it go sometimes. I know some days we all cry. We break down, yeah, we lose our minds. I know some days we all cry. But let's trust life. Let's just trust life. In time it all works out. It's nothing to cry about. We always have our doubts. But let's trust life. Let's just trust life. It's nothing to cry about. We always have our doubts. Let's just trust life.
Shades of blue colors, neon skies, you feel it. Closer to danger,
So what do I need to do here? So I guess my best bet here is actually to modify this binary, isn't it? Okay. Come on. There we go. For whatever reason, Binary Ninja was taking a very long time to load. Well, here we go. Let it update. It's been a while since I've used it on this machine. Okay. So, I want to go into Rodeo, SQLite, bin. Go to 4ACV16. Okay. to wait for this to finish so I can patch it. So we have to wait. Copy, sturdy, yeah, I'm just gonna make a call exit. We should be good here. So the idea here is that when it's calling this, if we make it instead exit, we can use the -F to read in the file, or the dash command. Do what you want. Yep. Probably not properly in a function. Okay, so CC DC. I'm gonna go. F get us. It's down here a ways, isn't it?
Didn't get far, but I'm still hanging on to the feeling. For a moment I was special, but I should have known better than to fall in love. I still got questions, but I'm
Reopen, get you in.
oh, is that enough?
Exit. There we go. 4260. There we go. Okay. So we will do AFL fuzz -I input -O output -Q -F test dash. No more dashes? Dash CMD dot read test.
All the time in my head, the room is quiet. I don't stop trying to see your eyes, and you'll fall asleep in the candlelight.
I don't understand.
In the night, I feel your heart beat in mine, and I see your eyes flicker in the light. As I stare at the sky, I know you're mine.
So my assumption of why it's hanging is clearly wrong.
I feel your heart beat in mine, and I see your eyes flicker in the light. I feel your heart beat in mine. I feel your heart. I feel your heart beat in mine, and I see your eyes. I see your eyes. No, I can't see you, but I can feel you all the time in my head. The room is quiet. I don't stop trying.
Wait, does dash init do what I want?
And I can feel you all the time. To see your eyes, you'll fall asleep in the candlelight, and you wake in the night. I feel your heart beating.
Okay.
I see your eyes flicker in the light. As I stare at the sky, I know you're mine. I see your eyes flicker in the light. As I stare at the sky, I can't see you, but I can feel you all the time.
Okay,
In
well,
my head, the room is quiet, but don't stop trying.
you know, at least I'm making some progress. Okay, I guess I'm gonna call it a day at this point, because I don't understand. I think I'm gonna call... Yeah, we've made some progress here. It's not what I wanted to be doing, because I don't have it running against SQLite, so I have it working on 3 of the 4 challenge applications. I don't have it working on SQLite because I can't get it to act. So I think what I'm going to do is, at this point, I'm going to call it a day for today. I'm going to post on Twitter about this, see if any of the folks that read my Twitter have any good ideas about it, because I'm kind of stumped at this point. I don't know why this won't fuzz. Like, it should just work. So hopefully somebody can point me in the right direction. The only other thing to do here is see if I can get this going faster, because single-digit executions per second is basically unusably slow. We'll never get anywhere useful with this speed. Hopefully we'll get to some crashes, given, you know, the next couple days. But, I mean, we're getting an order of magnitude faster, or almost an order of magnitude faster here. No, we're going 50 times faster. 50 times faster fuzzing the JPEG binaries. And I believe we were getting another order of magnitude faster on the source version. Like, we were doing thousands of executions a second. So, at this rate, I'm not sure if file will turn up any crashes. And SQLite won't fuzz at all. So, we'll see. I'm hopeful I can find some better ideas, but either I'm going to get somebody to give me some suggestions, or maybe just taking a break and walking away from this is going to be what I need to do to figure out a path forward. In any case, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye! So, that was fun. We're finally done with all of the recordings from this series. We've gone through, we've set up a source version of libjpeg, we've got a binary version fuzzing, and we also got the file binary fuzzing. We unfortunately failed at getting the SQLite binary fuzzing, but we got 3 out of the 4 targets fuzzing, and given some of the issues I had with finding time, as well as some of the infrastructure issues with VM architectures and things like that, I'm not unhappy with how we did, especially given that we ended up in 4th place. Out of the handful of competitors, we did reasonably. I would have liked to do better, but it's a pretty good first showing, especially since I'm currently working on the June Rode0Day competition. And with all the infrastructure up in place and a lot of these problems worked through and knowing how to solve them, I'm very hopeful that it worked out better, but we're just going to have to wait and see how that all works out. In any case, I really hope that this series has been entertaining for people. It was definitely eye-opening for me to work on, seeing that even though I've done a fair amount of fuzzing in the past, actually getting everything up and running can be a lot trickier, especially when you're working with a diverse set of targets. So I enjoyed it, hopefully everyone else enjoyed it, and hopefully everybody enjoyed this new format for videos. In any case, we should have something new coming up in the very near future. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comments here or send them to me on Twitter, whichever of them is going to be most convenient for you. Bye, everybody, and I'll see you next time.